Shalom Yashrala, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak. Double honors to the apostles and others of Great Millstone, who rule well and taught us His truth. And salutations to all the Akim. To all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. We're the brothers from the Great Millstone camp here in Chicago. And Lord willing, it's an edifying lesson. You know, staying in order, all right, will get you to salvation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, it's part of the commandments. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order, as the Lord likes it. You see? And that's why brothers that are in the truth, you know, that know better, should be doing better. Especially brothers that have put years into this and keep fucking up. You really need to examine yourself. All right, you know, because pride creeps in and it'll take over and take you out of the truth, man. All right, we've seen examples of it. Men that were once with us who are out there in the world today still believing that the Lord is with them, man. And it's not true at all.
That's right.
You can tell by their works and their speech. So, yeah, precept?
Just backing up the elder, man, because, you know, if you believe these men around you are men of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the Lord set them up to be overseers of the flock, you know, in which you also are an overseer of the flock, but this man just happens to be over you. If you believe he's a man of the Lord, you have to take heed to what that man is saying, you know. Hey, and that's the importance of being in order, because we have scriptures, we have proof when men wasn't in order and led to their death, you know. I wanted to grab this first Maccabees 5 and verse 55.
Go ahead.
It says, now what time as Judas and Jonathan were in the land of Gilad, and Simon his brother in Galilee before Ptolemais, Joseph the son of Zacharias, and Azariah the captain of the garrison, head of the valiant acts, heard of the valiant acts and warlike deeds which they had done. So they heard of all the mighty deeds that was done by Judas and his men. Hey, but guess what? They were in order. In order, man. They were in order. They were properly serving Yahweh Shem Shai. You want to do a rotation around here?
Yeah.
You know, and it says, verse 57, wherefore they said, let us also get us a name and go fight against the heathen that are round about us. So first of all, the intent was wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not about getting a name. It's about preserving the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what Judas and his brethren were fighting for, man. They were fighting to not subject to the way of the Greeks, to the heathens, man. It wasn't about getting a fucking name.
Right.
You know? It wasn't about getting a fucking name, man. You know? Hey, David was a man after Yahweh Shem Shai's heart, man. And really, if you want a name, you got to serve Yahweh Shem Shai. Because the elect will have a name. David had a name.
Well, yeah, the elect are known in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, as long as the Lord knows us, man, that's all that matters, man.
That's right.
You know?
It says, wherefore they said, let us also get us a name and go fight against the heathen that are round about us. So when they had given charge unto the garrison that was with them, they went towards Jamnia. Then came Georges and his men out of the city to fight against them. Okay? And you could read up, they told them not to. Okay, it says, and so it was that Joseph and Azarias were put to flight and pursued into the borders of Judea. And there were slain that day of the people of Israel about 2,000 men. Thus were there a great overthrow among the children of Israel, because they were not obedient unto Judas and his brethren, but thought to do some valiant act. All right, just like Eleazar did too. You know, that mighty valiant act where he slayed the elephant, but it ended up falling on him because he tried to go for vain glory, man. This ain't about that. We have to stay in order. You know, obey the men that are over you, man, or that are ruling, watching over your soul, as the scriptures say.
That's right. Yeah.
I had one more for you.
Oh, Khan.
Oh, you have one?
I got one real quick about the First Kings. Let me see. Damn, there's just so much. Yeah. Just to sum it up, but this is 1 Kings 13. I'll start at 16. And he said, 15. Then he said unto him, come home with me and eat bread. And he said, I may not return with thee, nor go in with thee, neither will I eat bread nor drink water with thee in this place, right? Because the Lord gave him straight commandment on what he should be doing, you know? But this is him being out of order and hearkening unto a man's voice and not the Lord's. This is verse 17. For it was said to me by the word of the Lord Yahweh, thou shalt eat no bread nor drink water there, nor return again to go by the way that thou camest. He said unto him, I am a prophet also, as thou art. And an angel spake unto me by the word of the Lord Yahweh, saying, bring him back with thee into thine house, that he may eat bread and drink water. But he lied unto him. So he went back with him and did eat bread in his house and drink water. And it came to pass, as they sat at the table, that the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the man of Yahweh that came from Judah, saying, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord Yahweh, and has not kept the commandment which the Lord Yahweh thy power commanded thee, but camest back and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which the Lord Yahweh did say to thee, eat no bread and drink no water, thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers. And it came to pass, after he had eaten bread and after he had drunk, that he saddled for him the ass, to wit, for the prophet whom he had brought back. And when he was gone, a lion met him by the way and slew him, and his carcass was cast in the way, and the ass stood by it, and the lion also stood by the carcass. So here it is, the lion has food there, but the lion is being obedient to the commandment of the Lord to tear this guy apart, man. You see? And that's why it's so important to be in order, man. All right, one wrong step, it could be your life. You see? That's why order is very important. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the Lord, man. Everything's done decently in order. Like as in the prayer in Matthew 6, all right, as in heaven, on earth as well, roughly paraphrasing. So, the heavenly realm is in order. Everything is, in place. And here it is, we're rehearsing these righteous acts, and we know this, and we have to try our best to stay in order. Sorry. Especially in the times that we're living in. All right, coming into the full-blown Jacob's trouble. All right, when the lights go out, all you're going to have is this faith. All right, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, were you his delight? Was he pleasing to, or did the Lord see you and was pleased with you? You see? Because they one false thing, because this guy was a prophet, but then he disobeyed, man. The order of eat nothing, don't drink anything, and just, you know what I'm saying? And look what happened to him. So, everything written aforetime was written for our learning, man. We're to learn from these mistakes.
That's right. I wanted to grab this 1 Peter 2 and verse 18. It says, servants, be subject to your masters without fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the foreign. And that's the whole point, just being in order. Things you might not understand right away, but be in order. Pray to the Lord for the understanding of it. That's the mindset we have to be in these last days, man, because it's vital. All right, that's life or death right there. You go the wrong way, and a man of the Lord give you instructions to go the opposite way, that's your ass. Mm-hmm. Because the Lord is dealing with that man. The Lord instructed him to give you counsel on where to go. You decide to go the opposite way. Meanwhile, the Lord's trying to look out for you, man.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says, man heareth once, twice, but perceiveth not.
That's
roughly
right.
Paraphrasing. So, man, and that's the thing, like the beloved brother Benji says, the name of the game is to stay in the spirit, man. All right, so you can recognize these things and not be offended, not be in your flesh, You cast away pride, in the name of the Lord, fast and pray. You see, but you got to stay in the spirit so you can catch these things, man. That's right. And then also, if a brother sees it, you got to be in the spirit to receive it, man. Yeah. The Lord's speaking through this man to correct me. Deuteronomy 1:17, you hear the great and the small. So, it's all coming from the Lord, man.
That was all I had.
Oh, this is Colossians 3 and 22. Servants, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service as men pleasers, but in singleness of heart, fearing Yahweh. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord Yahweh and not unto men, knowing that of the Lord Yahweh ye shall receive the reward of the inheritance, for ye serve the Lord Mashiach, which is Yahweh Shai. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of person. So you've been warned, and especially you brothers that are in the truth, that know better, that have read the road, that got understanding, all right, that have been corrected, and you fall into the same dilemmas, you know, because of your flesh, your pride, whatever the case may be. Hey, examine yourselves, man. We're at the end. All right, any wrong move could cost you your life, man, and your place on that chariot. You see? So, hey, serve the Lord with fear and trembling, man. This is serious business that we're a part of. All right? And the Lord doesn't need us. He could easily replace any of us. So, you know, keep that fear always before you, man. You know?
That's right, man. Hey, the scriptures say one final precept is Proverbs 1:33.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. Okay, hey, so Yahweh Shem Shai is only going to protect those that are obedient to him, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, anybody that's hard-headed, ain't nobody going to deal with a hard-headed person, man. The Lord is looking for obedience. Okay.
Yeah.
And it starts now because, hey, we're not just going to pop up in Jacob's trouble and our faith is all the way turned up. It starts now. It's a process of being built up now, man. That connection with the Lord is being built up now.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that was
Okay, and with that, we hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. Again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule and taught us his truth, and salutations to all the Akim, pushing this word of truth and in sincerity with charity. Shalom and Abba Babal.